Hi, second grade friends. Today we're going to be drawing something that has to do with space. We're still going to use lines and shapes, colors, value, but we're going to focus on space. There's two kinds of space. There's positive space and there's negative space. There's also background space and foreground space. So when you look at my white paper, it's completely blank. So it's kind of like a negative space because there's nothing on my paper, it's just blank. But as soon as I start drawing on my paper, whatever I draw, that becomes the positive space because it's not blank anymore. So that's kind of the difference between positive and negative space. I'm also going to focus on a tree today, and I'm going to draw a house, and I'm going to make it an outdoor space. So I'm going to start over here on the side, and I'm going to draw a house that's going off the page. I'm also going to be using line, like I'm starting with line. I'm going to do a triangle, but see how it's going off the page? And then I'm going to draw a straight line going off the page at the bottom. So it's kind of like a rectangle and a triangle. This is all blank, so this is what my positive space is right now, the house. I'm going to draw a triangle window in the top. Now remember, you don't have to draw your house exactly like mine. It could be a little bit wider, and you don't have to make a triangle window. I just thought that might be kind of fun. I'll draw some littler windows inside the big window. I'm going to draw a doorknob. I'm going to draw 3 windows, one right here, one right here. So I'm using rectangle shapes, and then I'm going to draw one beside the door. I'm going to draw also some lines in my windows. Could even draw a window inside my door, like at the top. I'm going to make an arch window to go with the arch door. Okay, I'm also going to do some designs for the shingles, kind of like rainbow shapes. You may want to draw your U shapes or rainbow shapes on your rooftop or the top of your, around your window. Okay, so I'm going to draw a huge tree. I'm going to start with the trunk, and it's going to be kind of a rectangle. It's just going off the page. And I'm going to attach the top with kind of a U shape because this is my tree that's huge, and it's actually going off the page too. Now I'm going to pretend like I'm drawing it, but I don't want to draw over the house, and then I'm going to go off the page right there. So it's really a big tree behind the house. Now I want to add a couple of branches, so I'm going to take 2 lines at an angle from the side here, and it's going up to the tree. I'm also going to take a line here and add a line there. I can erase this line right here because that's inside the branch. And then I'm going to do a line here, and I'm going to kind of start skinny and then go a little bit wider right here. And then I'm going to do a V shape right here to split the branch. Okay, now inside my tree, I want to draw some designs. Maybe you have an apple tree and you want to just draw apples. I'm going to draw, oh, I know what I want to do before I do the designs. I want to draw a fence going behind the tree down here. I'm going to do an upside down V, 2 straight lines, upside down V, straight lines. And over here on the other side of the tree, I'm going to make 2 more of my picket fence. And then I'm going to draw a line, stop, start, stop, start, and then a second one underneath. And then I'm going to pretend like I'm drawing over the tree, but not on top of the tree because the fence is behind it. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of the tree. Okay, and I'm gonna draw kind of a straight line above the picket fence, and I'm gonna draw, this is kind of like my way of doing some shrubs. So I'm gonna draw a wavy line here, and maybe some little circles for berries or just some type of design on my shrubs. Maybe one's going behind the tree. And then I'm going to draw some hills in the background. You can pretend like it's going behind the tree, kind of like so. Okay, now I'm ready to draw, maybe, like I said, it's an apple tree or just some designs on my tree. So I'm going to start out with a really big circle right here. Your patterns and designs do not have to look exactly like mine. Remember that. I'm going to draw a circle inside, and I'm going to do rainbow shapes all the way around till it turns into U shapes. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Rainbow shapes that turn into U shapes. Go all the way back around, and I might do one more layer of that. And maybe over here I'm going to draw kind of like a bullseye. I'm going to draw one circle, then two around it, and then a third. But I think this one's going to go off the page over here. And I'm going to draw some circles inside of that, and just kind of doing some really cool patterns and designs inside my tree instead of leaves. If you wanted to, you could actually just draw each and every individual leaf. I'm going to do a couple of circles right here, maybe leave those blank. I'm going to do a circle here, and instead of doing rainbow shapes, I'm going to do kind of like a star. So I'm going to do triangles going all the way around. And you can turn your paper if it's easier for you to draw your triangles turning your paper. Kind of makes it look like a star. Okay, so I'm going to go around that with upside down V's, sideways V's. And I'll do another layer. And I'm probably going to do a circle going around that. It's a really big design. And then I'm going to do some V's coming in off the side of the circle. Can't see all of that one. It's behind the house. Okay, I'm going to actually draw a star. If you don't know how to draw a star, I draw an upside down V, two sideways V's, and then it looks like a W at the bottom. Connect your lines, and then I'm going to draw more V's around that. So it looks like two stars, one on top of another star. And then I'm going to draw some rainbow shapes to connect the points. Okay, I might draw a circle around that too. It's going off the page, and I'm going to draw a couple little circles there. Okay, now I drew my whole picture out. The next step is I want to Sharpie, or if you don't have Sharpie, you can use writing pen, or you could actually use black marker. So use what you have, and then I'm going to show it to you when I'm finished with it. Okay, second grade friends, I finished coloring, Sharpieing my picture. As you can see, I used a variety of colors in my designs on my tree. Remember, we were practicing space, and I made my tree in the outdoor space, and my background space is mountains, shrubs, and I made a nighttime sky, so I mixed purple and black together to color my sky. Notice I mixed a lot of colors in the background of my tree. I love to mix dark green, light green, yellow. I even used white crayon on the trunk with a little bit of a purple in there. So And I also left the windows black because it's nighttime. So I wanted to show you the one I made for kindergarten because that sky is a sunset, and it is not just a blue sky. It has red, violet, violet, red, orange, yellow, and even a little blue. So think about what you want your background color to be for your space. Also, lines and shapes. Good job, guys.